Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Janet Brown. I'm Executive Director of the Commission on Presidential Debates, and I would like to welcome you to the 2012 Town Meeting debate here at Hofstra University. We're going to spend the next 20 to 25 minutes hearing from several people who would like to thank the many, many individuals and organizations who have made tonight possible. We will also hear the rules for this debate, so you will understand what is going to transpire over the 90 minutes that will start at 9 o'clock. I'd like to start with one announcement from the fire marshal, who is asked to simply point out that if for any reason there is a need to leave the building, that you will see lighted exit signs in the rear behind the seats on that side of the building. And I would now like to turn to the two gentlemen who will start tonight's proceedings, who are co-chairmen of the Board of the Commission on Presidential Debates, Mike McCurry and Frank Fahrenkopf.
Thank you, Janet, and good evening, everyone. The Commission is extremely excited to be back at Hofstra. You will remember that 4 years ago we were here for the final debate in the 2008 cycle. And the cooperation we've had at this university is just incredible. As Janet said, this debate is a little different than the first two debates that we've seen so far, the one in Denver with the presidential candidates and the vice presidential debate at Center College in Kentucky. You see around us here on the floor approximately 80 people who have been selected by the Gallup organization as people who are uncommitted voters or are voters who are leaning one way or the other but say that they could be persuaded to change their position. So they are the ones who are going to ask the questions this evening. Candy Crowley, who will be introduced to you in a few moments, will have the decision as to which of the questions that they have submitted that she will ask. Then she will then call on the participant to ask their question. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to answer that question. By flip of the coin, we do things very scientifically on the Commission. Governor Romney will answer the first question. After they've both spoken for 2 minutes, Ms. Crowley, as the moderator, will have an additional 2 minutes in which to facilitate discussion on the subject raised by the question of the member of this panel. And so we hope that we're going to get the candidates to really discuss with each other the particular issue that's raised. Now, we are very fortunate tonight to have 4 members of the Commission, in addition to Mike and I, to be present with us. And I'd like to introduce them and ask them to stand. First, and I'm not really sure where they are, I thought I saw Dorothy Dot Ridings, former head of the League of Women Voters. Dot, stand up over it. Former United States Senator from Wyoming, Al Simpson. A very smart social media attorney with Allen and Company, John Griffin. John, there's John. And the newest member of our board, Father John Jenkins, the president of the University of Notre Dame. Go Irish. Now, this is something that I have to say. Mike is going to echo it. And Candy Crowley will also echo it. It's some of the rules for those of us who are fortunate enough to be in this hall tonight. We are fortunate because those of us who are here are part of history. But there are going to be 60 to 70 million people either at home, watching on television, or on their computers scanning what's going on here. And the important thing is that we, as participants in this audience, should not inject ourselves into what is happening. They deserve, those 60 million people, our respect in not interfering by applauding, by clapping, by booing, whatever you might feel. Because you are then interrupting a very, very important, we believe, part of the American education function going into this election. We also ask that you not take photographs. The flashes will affect what is seen at home. And as I said, both in Denver and in Kentucky, try not to Twitter, for 90 minutes. Because when you turn that, even if you're on silent running, the light goes on and you're disturbing people. So please, please do that. One other thing. Candy will come out and we'll talk to you. And then this room will get very quiet for a few minutes. At exactly 9 o'clock, you're going to hear people's voices. And it's going to be the anchor people in the networks back there going on the air at 9 o'clock, beginning their introductions. And it will be at 1 minute and 30 seconds past 9 that Candy will then begin the debate and we will begin this process. It's now my great pleasure to introduce a man who has stepped up to be my new co-chairman. Many of you know that Paul Kirk of Massachusetts was with me when we started the commission 25 years ago. He fulfilled the remaining short period of time in Ted Kennedy's term after the death of Senator Kennedy. And at that time, he resigned. And Mike McCurry has been a great, great addition. Many of you will know him.